We are taking a look back at some of the most powerful and haunting images from September 11th, 2001. Video from Lower Manhattan shows both the horror and the heroes who risked their lives for others. This morning, we're hearing from a CBS News cameraman and an audio technician about what they witnessed when they rushed to Ground Zero 20 years ago. Much of the following footage shot by our cameraman is disturbing. Some viewers may find it hard to watch.
It was actually a beautiful day. I remember the blue sky was pretty striking.
Clearest blue sky, sunny, the beginning taste of fall in the air.
We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan.
My name's Mark Laganga. At 9/11, I worked for CBS News as a cameraman.
We pulled up, and I would say within 20 minutes or so, the first tower fell with the sound of a crashing freight train.
Bo Weitz is my sound partner for the day. We're told a small plane crashed into one of the buildings, but we didn't know any details other than that.
What happened?
The roof. Something caved in. It's a collapse. I need some water. Sit down. Sit down.
What happened?
What? The building collapsed. Part of the building collapsed.
It got immensely quiet after the first tower fell. And I remember law enforcement and firefighters telling us to stay back. Mark said, "Wait here," and he ran in.
You must be going in there, bro. Get out!
I can't see.
Don't worry, don't worry.
There's a woman in a wheelchair, and I got her in the strap wheelchair and just carried her down the steps and carried her down 68 floors, man.
After the first building came down, there's very little color in anything that you're looking at. Even the shrubs and the greenery is all gray.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
I'd rather not. I just had a bad day. Thank you. Do you know where everybody's going?
No, I don't.
I remember the crackling of the fire looking up at the second tower. And then I remember as it started to come down.
It sounded like jets were flying overhead, so I just tilted up to see them, to videotape them, and it wasn't jets, it was the tower was coming down. I knew the smoke was coming towards me, but the reason you don't turn and drop the camera, run away, is you're there to document what happens.
What happened? It collapsed. The top floors collapsed down. I saw it blow and then ran like hell. Thank God. I'm 69, but I can still run. There's got to be firemen trapped back there, though.
When the second tower fell, I thought that Laganga had probably bought it, that was it. And I was thinking about having to speak with his wife about that. But I remained hopeful, and I moved forward to find him. And at some point, Mark came walking out, covered head to toe with the dust of the tower and a gash on his forehead, but he came out, and we washed him off and kept going.
What'd you see?
Everything. I saw chaos. It's just chaos out here, it really is. So the Twin Towers fall.
There was beeping all around us. The sounds we heard all around us of beeping were alarms from the clothing or on the persons, the firefighters.
The beeping is fire. I didn't know this at the time, but it's a sound you can never forget. It's a firefighter down alarm. and it means there are firefighters trapped.
Why don't we get you into Stuyvesant High School? It's only a block away.
There are people who did amazing things that day. I literally just videotaped what they were doing.
Do you have survivors count? No? Yes?
I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone that was there that day doesn't feel guilty that they were able to go home. People went towards the building to save people. I just videotaped, so I feel pretty guilty about that.
I really don't think he can indict himself for doing his job that day. I think he did a service to us all by continuing to go forward.
I hope we're all a little bit better because we're able to see what people will do in that kind of situation. And all I saw was people helping each other. I never saw anything else.
There was a time immediately after the towers fell when there was a cohesiveness in the city. You could feel it.
Still the greatest city. I mean, I know it sounds glib to say that, but I mean, it is. With COVID, with 9/11, with everything that's happened in the city, it continually reinvents itself.
Mark?
It's hard to speak after that, to be honest with you.
It's very hard to speak. And those are two individuals I've worked with a ton over the years, and I am just learning now about their experiences on that day. It's taken this anniversary.
Yeah, we have and always will recognize those in uniform and the civilians who were heroic in that moment. But I don't think we talk about people who held cameras. Documented these moments. You know, the pain and also the best part of people. Because we were helping each other.
On that day, we need some more of that. Our thanks to Shannon Louisbrand, who's one of our top producers here, who put that together. It's very difficult to put that piece together with no track and capture the way she did all of the emotion, all of the trauma, all of the pain, yet at the end of the day, still the light of people still saying we're going to get through this and somehow make it through.
Yeah.
We have, but it's still very, very difficult. I still think about the families that are suffering today.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right. And New York's still the greatest city on earth. The resilience will allow it to bounce back. We'll be right back.